Welcome everybody to the very first episode of What's Good on Netflix. I'm your host, Evan McGann. Each week I'm going to bring you, the viewer, quality TV shows and movies that's worth watching. This week I'm going to make sure you guys enjoy some good quality Halloween fun. Grab that bowl of candy by the door, turn off that porch light, and kick back and prepare to be scared. No Halloween can be complete without monsters. Here are two superb monster movies worth watching this Halloween. The first movie comes from the cold, damp country of Norway. A documentary crew sets out to truly ask the question, do trolls really exist? The answers they find are terrifying. This film has an 82% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Our second monster movie on the list, The Host, comes to us from one of the best countries producing cinema today, South Korea. This film has even been listed by Quentin Tarantino as being one of the top 20 movies that he wishes he made in the past 20 years. The film revolves around the Han River, where a military pathologist played by Scott Wilson, who plays Herschel on The Walking Dead, dumps 200 bottles of formaldehyde down the drain. As a result, a creature mutates. A few years later, it wreaks havoc on the city, stealing away a local shop owner's daughter. This film is so good, it's as if Lake Placid wasn't a piece of shit. The movie has a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The next film came from a time when special effects were not necessary in making a good film. I chose this next film because it's a black and white horror movie that came from the 50s and then was ruined in the 90s by a remake. It is House on a Haunted Hill. It's got brilliant writing, amazing story, and it's about 5 varying individuals who are invited to a real known haunted house in order to receive $10,000 as long as they are able to survive the night. This film is brilliant and it still holds up today. It has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 95%, and I recommend everybody watch this film. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is one of my favorite movies I got to check out this Halloween season. It's a horror movie that's not even a horror film at all. It's a buddy comedy that has lots of laughs and even more blood. These two buddies go out to their dilapidated home and come across these college kids who think they're murderous hillbillies. And when one of the girls gets separated, Tucker and Dale try to lend a hand. And as the misunderstanding grows, so does the body count. It's such a great film. It's got an 84% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's worth checking out today. Our next film is one of the best horror films to have come out of the past 30 years. It features such graphic images as a tree rape scene, as well as a pencil to the foot. It also was one of the best films to feature one of the best characters in all horror history, Ash, portrayed by Bruce Campbell. It was also the launching pad for the career of Sam Raimi, the director of Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, and as well as Spider-Man 3, but let's please all forget about that film. That was terrible. Also, this film is so amazing, it also has a 98% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now on to television. I brought you 2 television shows worth watching. Well, at least one. The other one is Goosebumps. Goosebumps is made in the 90s for children on Nickelodeon. It's basically Twilight Zone for children. It's R.L. Stine's work put into a television program. The show is brilliantly written, but the acting is spooky and terrible. It's just ridiculous how bad it is, because it's like a child making an independent horror film with a handy cam on YouTube. There's nothing good about the show except for the writing. It's more spooky in the fact that it's actually trying to be good. Like, that people actually thought this was a good show. But it is hilarious, so I'm not trying to downplay this show. You will enjoy the show for what it is. It is ridiculous, and you will laugh your ass off. And it's perfect for Halloween night. Our next show is one of the best shows worth watching today. Now that Breaking Bad has ended, we're looking to fill something that we have that was that hole in deep inside us. That hole is left deep. Now we're just trying to figure out what it is to fill that hole with. What could that be? What could that be? I'm not too sure. Actually, it's The Walking Dead. Now into its 4th season, and actually picked up for its 5th season, it's one of the best shows on television. It's the epitome of zombie survival. It is one of the best shows to watch now, worth catching up on. It's got an 8.7 on IMDb as well as TV.com. Check it out Watch it. It's amazing. Thank you, everybody. Please subscribe on the bottom of the page. I am going to do this video every week for you guys. Different topics. If you guys have any ideas on different topics that you want to know, or different types of genres that you want to see me rate and choose the best of which ones, please let me know in the comments section below. And please subscribe. I'll keep doing this. I'll see you next week. Goodbye, and salute you.